Hello everyone, this is Roppet. Recently I've gotten a few requests of making a video how to play safe with your troops during events like KVK and things like that, or just out attacking someone in general. So I thought I was going to do that right now. So the first thing you need to make sure is to see how much troops you have. Now you see here 951,000. It kind of depends on your account. This is just an alt. So I know I have 5 marches, so I can definitely clear out my troops. Now, most of you will probably have more than that, like maybe 6, 7, 8, even up to 15 million troops. Now, depending on your army march in your refinements and castle skins and all that other jazz, you might be able to send without a buff like 700,000, 500,000, maybe 600,000. It very much depends on your account. So you might have to use an army buff. So these are kind of the steps that I go by. So now we know how much troops we have, how many army marches we have. You might have 6, 7, or 8, or still 5. And like we just said, you might have to use an army buff depending on how many troops you have. And I always keep a 75% on hand on all the accounts that I play. You can get it in the elite trials if you buy it there. It's always good to have a few warrior summons, 75% stacked up just for emergencies like during KVK and stuff like that. So they might have a tracking rally on you, you can't jump, so it's always good to try and empty out your account then, or else you might get zeroed. Now, you might also have bubbled safe castles, which we have. We have a few that doesn't really unbubble, and you can hide troops in there. However, if you do that first, you will go into favor, and it's dangerous if there's whales around. So always start with these. I've already set some up here, so you see I have a few friends that wants to help as well, so I can just send out first. Now we go. It's always an 8-hour as well. And something that is very important when you set up a fake rally, don't be lazy and take the one that is next to you. We had an invader once that did that. I kind of guessed which camp he was rallying. He was hiding troops. I could see it in a scout because he didn't use a counter scout, and he had basically set a rally on the camp that was just next to him. It was level 1 camp. I killed it with an alt, and then I killed him because he didn't realize that I cancelled the rally, so he lost all his troops. So go at random somewhere, doesn't really matter where, just go somewhere else and pick a camp that is far away from you, so no one can guess where you're holding your troops. Now we have hidden some troops. We can also go in to our shelter capacity. You should put your lord in there, hide as many troops as you can. Now I don't have the full research done yet, so it's only 231,000 that I can hide. With full research, it's 240,000, I think. And again, depending if you have the castle skins and army march skins, you might be able to hide around 1 million troops in your shelter, which it hides a big chunk, you know. Now we go back. You can have, like we said earlier, some bubbled safe castles. You could also theoretically, for KVK or somewhere else, if you have people that you know are gonna be off, let's say they put down here on this island, you do a circle or a square. Can't do a circle in this game. And which just have bubbled castle where people can jump and hide troops in. It's quite nice when that happens and you have that option. We've hidden the Lord in our shelter with our army as much as we can. Then also depend... Night. Thank you. Well, I'm going away to Sweden today, so my friend's brother was just telling me good night and safe travel. I'll keep it in. Why not? It's a little bit funny. Now, depending on if you're reinforcing someone, or if you know, if you're in a great city, but if I were to reinforce myself, you know, I would only send as much as my hospital capacity is, and on this account, it is. Oh. What? Ah, no, it's bugged. No? No. I'm just being stupid. It's late, okay? I'm sorry. So I have a hospital capacity of 631,000. So, you know, you just send that amount. More likely you will send less, around like 200,000, depending on how many people are want to reinforce this person, because you always want more dragons and more people involved in reinforcement than just one person. But if you do that, then you're guaranteed 100% safe, except for if the enemy has some dragon skill, but you won't lose a lot, like, so you will only lose a few thousand maybe if you're definitely safe with your hospital capacity. And you know, if you're reinforcing the great city, it's up to you how much you're willing to lose or risk losing. But you know, it's about your group of people that you play with, or if you're doing a solo, you know, it's all about how much risk you're willing to take. But also, I will add, you don't have to look at this all the time. You can just click don't show. Now we don't see that any fake rallies are being made, and always make 8-hour rallies so you're sure that, you know, it won't go off and all your troops are vulnerable. And also you need to make sure that, you know, there's a significant time on the rebel camps themselves, so you don't get caught with your pants down. And more than so, don't panic. Absolutely don't panic. So if you're zeroed, you know, you zeroed out, there is no panic. Even if they attack you, even if you were to do a small blunder and your lord wasn't in the shelter, doesn't really matter. They will be released sooner or later. So just relax and take a break, and you can go again later when your lord has returned. So that's pretty much it. If you have any other topics you want me to cover, please let me know. Until next time, stay awesome.